one is we don't want, let's see if I can get this in the picture, we don't want a big beetle brow, and we also want the brow to extend to about the center of eye, flat across here if you'll remember, and it makes a good looking brow. So I'm going to take a bunch of this out right here, just cutting it back. Okay, let's remove this for now. There we go. And then here in a minute we're going to slope. Here in a minute we'll slope this eyebrow back. I mean brow. We'll slope this forehead back. And we might even put a little more slope on the nose, but we'll see. But for right now, that's pretty good. And I'll tell you what, I think I will go ahead and slope this back. Probably not going to put as much angle as I've got on the nose, but it'll be close. So I'm just cutting this in here. Come back. Start removing that. Like so. And he's going to have, let me look at him a second. He's going to have a pretty good looking brow. We'll also just kind of take a little piece of this right here. There we go. And if you do that, you can see the brow just a little bit better. So there's what I've done so far. And we'll start rounding this down in a little bit, but not right now. Now I'm going to come and I'm going to start rounding down in here just a little bit for right now, maybe more later. And this, you'll see that I've got a little skew, which is a flat chisel that's angled. And I like to use a skew a lot. I use it like you use a knife, but sometimes it's easier to get into areas with it like this. Watch this. I'm going to kind of put a little bit of roundness in this cheek using this skew. Probably put some more in it later. See how easy that is? I just came around there and get a little bit more right here. It's real handy for knocking off sharp edges and rounding things. That's what I like to use it for a lot. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, now we're going to keep working on this cheek just a little bit. We'll come over here. Here we go. We'll work this down a little bit. Come right in here. Start easing this back in and down. And give me a little bit of roundness to this cheek. Work it back into the face, side of the face over here. And kind of knock the edges off a little bit. Okay. Working. May have to come back, might stop cutting just a little bit deeper. There. Now you can also do this with your knife, and sometimes I do. I just find it to be, for me anyway, a little bit easier to round things, especially like this, with a skew. Just something I picked up along the line somewhere, and I like it. Work on this one a little bit more over here, a little bit deeper in there, and a little more roundness to it. There we go. Okay, he's getting a little bit of roundness. We'll come back and work on that a little bit more later. And even get a little bit more roundness. Now I can also take this and kind of run it up that line right there. I want to kind of slant that forehead back a little bit right there, and kind of do the same thing here. Okay, and I'll also take this and start continuing the slant of the forehead. I'll kind of round this off a little bit right here. Start rounding this back down into there, like so. Also work the side of my face, rounding it down just a little bit, and that's looking somewhat better. Always end up coming back, deepening these stop cuts I made if I need to, and even kind of come in like so, and as you can see, using those stop cuts as I go, my carving stays fairly clean. I don't have a bunch of fuzzies. I don't have a bunch of things sticking here and there that make it look bad. And take this forehead down over here a little bit. Kind of sloping the forehead back and rounding right in there a little bit. Now then, see, I'm going to come out here and I can take this again, and actually what I'm going to do is I'm just rounding that a little bit, and then I'll be rounding it into the side of the face as I come down. Now, as Jeff Ferris used to say, that's a smooth transition of form. Okay, now I'm going to come back and put a little little detail in all this later, and we'll work on that. Pick out a little piece there. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to come down here below and I'm going to start lowering this area in here some. I'm going to take my knife very carefully and work back to the mustache. You're also going to be kind of rounding this area up as you go. Work it back. I'm going to get about at least 1/8 of an inch in this area right here, and then I'll actually put the lip in a little bit and work this down just a little bit. You need to do this carefully. You don't want to mess up your mustache up there if you can help it. Turn it back this way a little bit. You want to bring this down, and this makes the mustache start to stand up and away from the face, which is working good. Okay. Now, as you need it, you might need to come back and, well, actually you will come back and make your, can't see that well. Okay, I'll do it backwards then. Make your stop cuts a little bit deeper, which is good because we'll be